are you Scooby-Doo doing? So this is a little bit different to my normal episodes. This is what I'm going to call a bonus episode, where I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and answer some Scooby-Doo questions and things. I thought it would be a bit more personal, and it'd be nice to kind of get to know me a bit more and kind of find out why on earth I'm doing this lovely podcast for all of you. Right, so first of all, let me tell you a bit about myself and how I got into Scooby-Doo and how I eventually got here talking to you all. I'm just going to warn you, I don't have a great script right now, so yeah, who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be fine, I hope. So, I got into Scooby-Doo. My mum got me some of the VHS, straight to VHS films. I think I watched, what was I? Oh, Monster of Mexico I used to watch, and Legend of the Vampire. They were my two favourites when I was younger. I used to watch them all the time, and also What's New Scooby-Doo used to come on CBBC, and I used to watch that all the time. I loved it like so much, and that's how I got into Scooby-Doo. We used to go to you know, like the shops you used to go to, like Blockbuster and stuff, where you used to like rent DVDs and, well, in that time, videos. So we used to rent Alien Invaders a lot. I love that one. And Zombie Island, which obviously is terrifying, but like I don't know, I just really enjoyed it when I was younger. I love them so much. Like I always wanted them on DVD, and well, now I have. So I guess I've achieved a long life childhood dream of mine. So yeah, so then that's how I got into Scooby-Doo, and I think I've just loved it ever since, really. I mean, then you had the live action films in 2002. I really loved those as well. That just kind of solidified the love for them, and I've never grown out of loving Scooby-Doo, really. It's always kind of there for me if I need something to watch when I'm feeling down, or like I just need some cheering up. Scooby-Doo's always kind of there to just, it's just a bit of fun. Most of the time I know what's going to happen because I've seen them so many times, but it's just that nostalgic feeling, and it's just nice to be able to watch them again and just be like, do you know what, I actually really love this. It's just really nice. So yeah, so I introduced myself. I don't know. I told you, no script. We'll see how this goes. Right, my name is Dana. Hi, I'm 22 and I am from the south of England, hence my posh accent. So yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know about me. Yeah, I'm not really that interesting, really. So yeah, so how did I get here talking to you all? So basically I started off, because we went into lockdown in March, just the end of March here in England-ish, and so I had a couple of the volumes of What's New Scooby-Doo, and I thought, you know what, I really want the other ones. And my lovely boyfriend helped me find them all on eBay. We got them all ordered, and I thought, right, let's have a little watch. And I watched them all, and I thought, do you know what? It'd be really great to kind of share this with other people and kind of share my thoughts, and just also like the Scooby-Doo community, which luckily, like, I didn't know at the start of this, but through this journey, this podcast journey, I've just found the Scooby-Doo community is so lovely. So all of you are so lovely, so kind. On Instagram, I talk to people about Scooby-Doo, and people message me, and it's just so lovely to be able to just kind of ask questions like, oh, what's your favourite, you know, Scooby-Doo episode, or what's this and what's that, and just have you guys respond to me, and just be able to kind of share that, because, you know, not everybody does like Scooby-Doo, and, you know, some people still think it's for kids, so, you know, you get judged a little bit. So I love the Scooby-Doo community, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. Like, so thank you so much. So yeah, so I mentioned the idea about a podcast to my best friends, Emily and Becky, my boyfriend, Callum, and my cousin / best friend, Ellie. And they all seemed really positive, and I'll be honest with you, that's kind of all I really needed to get this going. I was really bored in lockdown, and I thought, do you know what, podcast, why not? I mean, I was going to make a YouTube account, but I thought, do you know what, I'm quite self-conscious and anxious. It'd be nicer to just kind of speak from the heart, speak how I feel about things, kind of my best bits and things like that. And it was I just felt a lot more comfortable with the whole podcast idea anyway, and I thought, do you know what, this is more me. I like this more. So then I started this podcast. Right, I have got lots of questions. Basically, I posted in my Instagram story, hey everybody, send me questions, and one person did, so thank you for that one person who did. And then I asked my lovely boyfriend and my best friends, hey, can you guys ask me some questions, because nobody else kind of has, and I need some questions to help this podcast work, this bonus episode to work, because I can't just talk about myself for ages. Well, I probably could, but you don't want to hear me waffle on about myself. Well, you already have for 6 minutes, but still. So very, very nicely, they all gave me some questions, and I mean, I'm very, very thankful. So I'll get into the questions. So first of all, I've got, what is your favourite Scooby-Doo food? So I haven't actually tried any of like the food from Scooby-Doo. I mean, obviously like pizzas, I've had pizzas and like all that. But they're probably like, if I think of Scooby-Doo food, the first thing I think of apart from Scooby snacks is the giant sandwiches. And I've had sandwiches, obviously, everyone has. But I think I'd like to try the giant sandwiches, and also I think they would probably be my favourite Scooby-Doo food. So second question is, what is my best song, not Scooby-Doo? So this changes depending on the day, depending on the time of the day, depending on what little earworm has come into my head during the day. But currently, and it has been for at least 3 days now, it's been She Used to Be Mine from the musical Waitress. I'm actually obsessed with that song at the moment. So yeah, that's my best song. What is your favourite food? So my favourite food is mashed potato. It's my ultimate comfort food. I know it's a bit weird, bear with me. But my favourite meal would be a roast dinner. I love all the trimmings and everything. I love veg. A roast dinner. When I think of what meal I would like the most, it's always a roast dinner, really. What makes you happy? Well, lots of things make me happy. I mean, this podcast makes me happy, really. Singing makes me happy. I like singing. I love being with my friends and my family, seeing my lovely boyfriend, reading a good book, eating. I mean, eating's a good one to make me happy. Watching like old TV shows, like nostalgia for me, like rewatching old TV shows and films that I love is always a good one. And just ones that I enjoy, like I like rewatching Princess and the Frog. I really like that film. I love rewatching that. And Haunted Mansion is another favourite film of mine to watch, especially now we're in the spooky season, October. Right, next question. If you were on a desert island and could only take 3 things, what would they be? So the first one would probably be Harry Potter, to like read, because I love reading the Harry Potter's books, like rereading them. And I think if I was on a desert island, I almost said a haunted island. No, if I was on a desert island, I think I'd want something to read so that I didn't go like crazy on my own. So the second one would probably be a Swiss Army knife, because let's be practical, that's probably be like really helpful. And then I really want to be practical and say water, but like I'd probably bring crisps, because I really like crisps. And I mean, who doesn't really? So what is your favourite Scooby-Doo film? My favourite Scooby-Doo film has changed a lot over the years, but it is now Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. I love it. I want to say I love Halloween, not the scary Halloween, but like I love like Hocus Pocus, Scooby-Doo, struggling to think of things now that I've said it, but I do love Halloween Town, things like that. So I really, really love Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King at the moment. So another question, what does Scooby-Doo mean to you? Honestly, it means so much to me, and it seems really weird to say that, because it's like, it's a cartoon, and you think, well, how can it mean so much to you? But it really does. I mean, it's my comfort film, like, or TV show. when I'm feeling sad or feeling low, it's just nice to have it on, for it to be there. It's also nostalgic. I feel nostalgic watching it. You know, Scooby and the gang, they've just, for as long as I've known, well, as long as I've been alive, they've always been around. It's been there from when I was younger to now, and it's really nice that I still love it as well. It's nice. I really, 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 really love it. Do you prefer the cartoon version or real life version of Scooby-Doo, and why? That's a really good question. So I really like the real life version or live action version of Scooby-Doo, the 2002 one with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard. I love that one, but I don't like the newer live action films. They've just not been so great. So I would say I really, 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 really enjoy the 2002 live action version of Scooby-Doo. But because the other ones have let me down so much, I think I'd have to say I prefer the cartoon versions, because yes, there's been a couple of disappointing cartoons, but overall I love the cartoons. I love the structure. I love looking at the cartoons. I love the way Scooby-Doo's drawn. I love the cartoons. I watched the cartoons from when I was younger to now, and I don't know if it's just the nostalgic factor or what it is, but I would have to pick the cartoon version. Here's the best monster / villain from Scooby-Doo. Right, so the monster is like obviously the monster, but the villain is always who's behind kind of the monster. So I've got two different favourite ones for this. So my favourite monster at the moment, it will probably change next month, but at the moment it's the Chupacabra from Monster of Mexico. That's my favourite monster. And for my favourite villain, it's been this for a while. It's Professor Pericles from Mystery Incorporated. I just really I love Mystery Incorporated. I love the whole arc. I don't want to spoil it if anyone hasn't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, please watch it. But Professor Pericles is such you don't realise much about him, and then you realise that he's actually like behind a whole load of stuff, and it's just like, what? Like, how did he? And it's just, I love it. I love like being confused by it, and just like slowly, like you find out more things, and then you're like, oh my goodness, like how did they do this? Like how on earth did this happen? And it's like, I love it. I love the way the writers did it, and honestly, I love the way the character Professor Pericles was written, and that's why he's my favourite villain, really. So what is your favourite thing about Scooby-Doo? Basically, I relate to the gang, really. Not like I'm Fred or anything, but each character has a trait within them that I see in myself, you know, even if it's something very small. And it's nice. The characters to me are human. They have human qualities, they make mistakes, they're not perfect. And I think that's what I relate to, and it's nice to kind of see myself in things. It's nice to look at things and go, do you know what, yeah, I eat loads of food like Shaggy, I love food like Shaggy, or yeah, I wear glasses like Velma, or yeah, Daphne, I wish I was as good at fashion as Daphne, but I relate to these characters, and I think we all do. We all relate to a character more than others, or we relate to all of them, or there's a character that we all relate to, and I think that in itself is why people love Scooby-Doo. And also I like that it's funny, like it doesn't take itself too seriously all the time. There's funny slapstick comedy and visual humour, and also verbal, they also tell jokes and things. I really enjoy that, because I'll be honest with you, at the moment, more than anything, you turn on the TV and everything is so depressing. It's just nice to be able to watch something and just be able to laugh. And also I like the mystery to it. I like the fact that, we've got to try and deduce who the villain is, or who what monster is this. And I like that, because you're watching it and you're going, well, it can't be that person because they were there when this happened. And then actually, it could be that person, because actually, for example, Space Ape at the Cape, you think, it can't be Janet Lawrence, because she's there when the alien comes out, but actually it's the monkey Reggie who's coming out as this, so she was behind it. And it makes you think, and I really like that, because when you're a kid, you're just like, whoa, that's so cool. But like when you're older, you can just be like, wow, I really like how they did that. That's really clever. Or you'll be like, oh, it's just nice. It's just really, really nice. And that's what I think my favourite thing about Scooby-Doo is. Also, there's always surprises. I mean, you can find yourself rewatching something and you'll notice something you didn't notice before, and you'll go, wow, like I never noticed that before, and I love that about it. So who is your favourite character from the gang, and then who is your favourite character that's not the gang? So my favourite character in the gang is Daphne. I think it always has been. I love Daphne. Daphne's the best. She's just, I love the way that now she's being more portrayed as like a badass. Can I say that? Yeah, badass. And I like the way that she's kind of stuck up for herself, and even in the most recent film, Happy Halloween, Scooby-Doo, she's like, she knows what she's doing. She's like, yeah, I can do this. I can get this courage away from here, and yeah, I know what I'm doing. Fred, don't you tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing. And I like that kind of feminism, that girl power. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I just need a little reminder, that we can do this. And my favourite character who's not from the gang would have to be, and I don't know if this is cheating or not, but the Hex Girls, just all three of them. I love them. I can't choose between them. They're amazing. Their music is also really good. You know me, love my music. Always talking about Scooby-Doo music. So yeah, definitely the Hex Girls. I really like them. Ever since I watched like The Witch's Ghost, and then saw them in Legend of the Vampire, and then also when they were in Mystery Incorporated, I've just always really enjoyed the Hex Girls. I think they're really good characters, and I think there's been talk on, I keep seeing on people's Instagrams about the Hex Girls having a spin-off series, and honestly, I would watch that. I think it would be really good, and I'd really enjoy watching it with them in it. Right, another question. So, what age did you start watching Scooby-Doo? So, I'm not entirely sure, but What's New Scooby-Doo came out in 2002, and I remember watching it, and I had Volume 1 on VHS, so I want to say I was 5 when I started watching Scooby-Doo. It could be earlier, it could be later. Not 100% sure, because when you're so young you don't really remember, but I want to say 5. And how many Scooby-Doo DVDs do you have? I currently have 45 DVDs so far. That includes all 10 volumes of What's New Scooby-Doo, and I'm hoping to get some more DVDs. I mean, Christmas is coming up soon, and it'd be nice to get some more. It'd be nice to get some more series of things as well, to watch, because I want to watch the old ones again, and I don't really have anywhere to watch them, I don't think, which is annoying. There should be more places that you can watch Scooby-Doo, streaming wise. So what is my favourite series? So I wasn't sure if this was Scooby-Doo series or series in general, so I'll just do Scooby-Doo first. So it's a genuine tie between What's New Scooby-Doo and Mystery Incorporated for 2 different reasons. First one is What's New Scooby-Doo is the first Scooby-Doo series I ever watched, and so there's that nostalgic part of it where I'm like, I love it, it's the best Scooby-Doo series ever because it's the first one I watched, therefore it has to be the best. Where obviously everybody's opinion is different and everyone has a different favourite anyway, so it is not the best one out of all of them, but it's not the worst one. It could be, everyone ranks them differently, and that's what I like about this. But also then there's Mystery Incorporated, and I really, really like that while there's new monsters every season, every episode, you have this underlying villain, monster, underneath the arc, which is nice, because I feel like What's New Scooby-Doo is just a different episode, something different happens, and it doesn't feel like it follows on, it's not like, oh yeah, we went here, and then, oh hey guys, you remember last week we went to Africa, and this week we're here in this place, and it's not like that. It's every episode just seems completely different, and we don't kind of talk about the previous one, whereas Mystery Incorporated, it follows they're at school, they last week when this happened, and they remember things, and I really like that as well. So it's definitely a tie between What's New Scooby-Doo and Mystery Incorporated. for something that's not Scooby-Doo, I'm currently rewatching Doctor Who and Gilmore Girls, but I'm not really sure what new series to watch at the moment. I was thinking about The Crown, but yeah, I don't really have a favourite series at the moment. Probably Gilmore Girls, to be fair. Looking forward to watching Supernatural when that comes out again. Yeah, I really enjoyed Scooby-Natural as well. That was really good. I really liked watching that. Right. I've run out of things to say. Just a quick thank you to obviously everyone who listens to this. Like, I'm so glad that I have listeners. I think my estimated audience is 13 people. So thank you, all 13 of you who listen to me. It's really nice that people listen to me. I'm not quite sure why yet, but hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you enjoy this episode as well. I'm sorry I've rambled on so much. I've been talking for 20 minutes straight, like without stopping, so yeah, that's me. I like to talk. But yeah, I want to say thank you to all of you who listen, and I want to say thank you to my best friends Becky and Emily and Ellie and my boyfriend Callum, just to say thank you guys for listening every week, or after a month if you forget, which is fine. And thank you for just kind of helping me get started, just being the positive force that I needed to get going, get my arse in gear and do it. And also just constantly listening to this for me. Today when I just messaged you and went, hey, please give me questions because I want to do this, and I have a really great idea, but like I need questions to do this. And I really don't know where I'd be without your support, and I really appreciate it, and I appreciate that you guys are helping me, and just thank you. Really, it's nice to have that support network where I can say, hey, I want to make a Scooby-Doo podcast, and instead of going, what, like, why would you want to do that, you guys just went, yeah, okay, like, why not, let's do it. Go ahead, we'll be there for you and we'll help you through it. And yeah, I'm glad to have you guys, and I'm glad that this is a thing now. And yeah, I'm sorry for rambling on. I really like this way of talking, but I feel like I say a lot and I'm waffling a lot, so I probably won't be doing podcasts like this anymore, like this bonus episode. But if you like it, let me know. I know you guys, I don't know, I feel like if I listen to a podcast and people are like, oh yeah, comment or message me, I'd be like really anxious about it. But like, please don't worry. If you have, no question is stupid. Okay, like honestly, no question is stupid. And also, I love hearing what people think about Scooby-Doo. So even if you don't have a question and you just want to say, hey, I like Scooby-Doo, he's my favourite character because blah blah blah, I'd love to hear it. I really, really would. I would love to hear anything you have to say about Scooby-Doo, because I love it so much and I love being able to share that with you guys. It'd be nice to hear back from you. But if you like the way this episode is, let me know, and I might do some more like these. I'm hoping eventually I can get a guest on with me, which would be nice to talk about like their experiences with Scooby-Doo and stuff. But with the lockdown, it's probably not going to be very easy to do. So yeah, but let me know what you think about this episode. Let me know what you think about the other episodes. I'm always open to feedback. Really, I am. And I'm not a scary monster. I'm not going to like be like, oh no, you've been horrible to me or anything. I like to hear what you guys think. And if I can help, I'll help. If I can listen, I'll listen. And honestly, if you think something would be a great addition, I'd love to hear it, because I mean, this is only my 9th episode. I'm still really, really new at this. So I'm constantly going to be changing things. Well, I say constantly, I haven't changed anything yet, but you know, if there's a good idea, I might change it to that. If there's something that you guys think, really, this isn't working, I'll take that on board, because I don't want to do something that no one wants to listen to, because what would be the point in having a podcast no one's going to listen to? I know I've got only 13 followers, but I'm really, really thankful that I have 13 listeners, like, and I love you all so much. Thank you for listening. But yeah, if you've got anything to say, please don't be scared to message me on Instagram, DM me, that's fine. My Instagram name is Meddling Podcasts. You can email me. I always say at the end of every podcast episode how to contact me. So I have a website, meddlingpodcast.com, or you can email me at feedback@meddlingpodcast.com. I tried to make a Twitter, but for some weird reason, retweeting somebody who had posted a podcast episode with me in it doesn't count. Somehow violated their rules, so I don't have a Twitter at the moment. I'm working on it. Also, before I forget, a shout out to Film on the Rocks, because these guys are awesome. I love listening to their podcast. They gave me a great question as well, which was nice. They were the one person that actually replied to my story, and they've given me a shout out before, and they were just really lovely. I mean, honestly, you should listen to their podcast. It's great. I love listening to it. I'm waffling, but they are really, really great. I love listening to their podcast. They're really nice people. They've got questions they do every month that you can answer, and they'll shout you out, and they'll why can I not speak properly? They'll read your questions out, like your answers to the questions out, and they're really nice people. So yeah, go check them out. That'd be really nice. So thanks for listening, everyone, and stay groovy.